It's heat down here. It's a little different.
A little bit.
Just a little different.
A little bit.
Just wait.
It's not the heat.
Oh, I know. It's the humidity. It is.
Yeah.
It is. You don't get that. You don't get that in Iowa.
No.
That affect how you play?
No. I mean, you play in Texas. You play everywhere in college. So I mean, you play in games that are this hot, but it's definitely an adjustment to be playing in it every single day. It's for sure.
Speaking of adjustments, how is it trying to learn and advance as much as you can without all the volume of reps?
Yeah. Honestly, that's the name of the game in the NFL. You're not going to get every single rep like you do in college. So mental reps are a very big part of the NFL. So whether you're not in it or you're in, I mean, you got to take every rep like you are in, whether you're standing behind the play or not. You got to take it like you're playing. But it's been really good so far, honestly. It was definitely an adjustment to start, but this summer was big for me. Just learning the offense, getting time to sit down and really study it and invest into the offense has been really good.
Kevin's kind of talked about it being a three-man race. So how do you kind of approach that, and like, what do you want to show?
Yeah, honestly, whenever I get my chance on the field, it's just to show what I can do. I mean, that's all I can really do at this point. I'm going to put my head down and work. That's what I've done my whole life, so that's what I'm going to continue to do.
Hunter, can you talk about your journey on how you ended up here, because you were an invite there? What we can't just talk about from the draft.
Yeah, my draft process was obviously a little bit different than everyone else's from what I had to go through before that. But I talked to quite a few teams during my draft process, and then the draft came. I got no phone calls, and this was actually the only team that reached out after for a minicamp invite, and I accepted it, came here, and got signed the last day of minicamp. So the rest has been history.
Did they talk to you at all about what they saw during that tryout that led to that signing, and how do you build on that?
Yeah, but prior to it, they said they wanted to, but at the same time they wanted to see how I would obviously throw in the moment, because I've obviously been away from the highest level of college for 2 years. So the biggest thing was for them, they wanted to see it in person because they never saw it. So that was the biggest thing coming in here, is I knew I just had to come in here and perform, and if I do that, it'd be just fine. And I've done that, and now I'm just ready to learn the offense.
From your standpoint, what kind of qualities of this offense, especially going into it as a quarterback, how do you see this offense going?
Yeah, honestly, Coach Nussmeier and Coach Moore make this definitely a quarterback-friendly offense. They try to put you in the best situation possible every single play, whether it's hurry up, whether it's doing dummy cadences. Honestly, it's been really fun to see so far how they let the quarterback kind of control the offense, but at the same time they try to put you in the best situation every play.
As you're basically taking mental reps throughout most of the team period stuff, does that change your focus level? Where you can't just kind of mess around because that's actually what you got to be doing,
Yeah, I mean, in college, obviously, I would say once you're the starter, you kind of know the offense in and out. That's kind of how it is, and you're also getting probably 85-90% of the reps in practice. Here, even when you're the starter, you're probably only getting 50% of the reps right now anyway. So it's mental reps are the most important thing. So it's definitely something that you really have to lock in and focus on when you're in the NFL practice for sure.
Just follow up on the question, but taking mental reps and being left-handed, is it kind of different as far as how you have to process out?
Honestly, no. I've done it my whole life. I've played around a bunch of right-handed guys. So at Iowa State, I sat behind Brock for 2 years. I've sat there, and I feel like I've done it my whole life. Even when a guy's trying to teach me something and they're doing it right-handed, I feel like my mind just instantly switches it to left-handed. So it's kind of just something I've done my whole life, I'd say.
Do you ever hear anything from the receivers about different spin on the ball?
Oh yeah, it's definitely. You can definitely tell when a receiver's never caught from a left-handed guy. Yeah, because it does. It kind of spins on you differently, comes in on your hands a little differently, and it's definitely something. If you've never done it before, it's definitely an adjustment for the beginning of the period for sure.
It makes sense for Kellen and Nuss, though. So.
Yeah.
What has, if anything, have you been able to talk to Taysom? A lot of people said there's no veteran quarterbacks here, but Taysom started 15 games, NFL quarterback, able to pick his brain on stuff.
Yeah, obviously Taysom was gone during OTAs, rehabbing his knee, but he's been back for training camp now. So we've definitely picked his brain. I have as well. I picked his brain quite often, just when I get time to talk to him. So it's been really good to pick his brain so far, for sure.
Is he sitting in the meeting room with you guys, or do you have to approach him differently? How does that kind of work?
I think it just depends on the situation. He sits in every meeting room, to be honest. He's, how he is. He's a jack of all trades. He plays every position, so he's got to know everything.
Have you ever been around anybody like that before? That's like in every position room like that?
Not that I can remember, no. I mean, he's a special player, that's for sure.
You said the Saints were the only team that reached out after the draft?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
How do you feel about that?
You know, that's kind of in the past, to be honest. I don't really look back at who reached out to me and who didn't. I mean, I'm here now, so that's all I can really do is focus on in the moment.
Do you think, like some of us covered Drew Brees forever, and he was one of those guys who used to say everything happened for a reason, especially early in his career.
Yeah.
He didn't start, and he got benched 3 times, and his shoulder blew up. You ended up with his team that has a triumvirate of quarterback coaches, if you will.
Yeah.
Do you subscribe to that kind of thing? Like, do you tell yourself everything happens for a reason, or do you not believe in any of that?
No, I definitely believe in that. I mean, I went through the hardest time of my life this past 2 years. So I definitely had a lot of learning moments in that, and definitely had to take that mindset for sure. For the last 2 years, it's been a huge learning thing for me. So just living in the moment is something that all I can do at this point.
Could you maybe summarize the major lesson you got? What's most instructive about it to you, and might be relatable to other people?
Yeah. Honestly, I would just say don't take anything for granted. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Is living in the moment is the biggest thing, but don't take what you have for granted at all, because you don't know when it can get taken away.